Hello, my alchemical beauties. It's Thursday with Lorana live from the very center of the universe, and we know it. Canton, Ohio. Yay. What a fabulous day. It's like, fall is here, and I just loved it. Just love this day, and thanks for being here. I've got a new product and I've got a old product that I'm going to talk about, and away we go, right? Thanks for being here. So many of you have used the tremella mushroom face food product, and it's a sleeper, I tell you. It goes in and out. I myself, I'll use it like 4 or 5 times in like a week, and then I'll forget about it for like 6 months or 8 months. It's crazy. And people were asking me about it. I just got a order for some, and I have it's special ingredients, but one ingredient, the silk protein, I have to get from Lithuania of all places. So I just got it in the mail, like I think it was Monday or Tuesday. So I made a big batch up for everybody that's been waiting. And thanks for your patience. But this is, I call it face food. It has some great organic ingredients. It has the silk protein. It has aloe vera. It has coconut milk, and it has the tremella mushroom. Oh my gosh! Don't let me forget that. Now this is a ancient story, but there were a couple of women in Japan, and they never aged. They had beautiful skin their whole lives, and they attributed it to the tremella mushroom. So once I got wind of that, Miss Lorana hunted down the mushroom, ground it up, and it's a powder in this tremella mushroom food. So the way we do this, and as you know, a little bit of my products go a long way, but the way we do this, you just want to take about a half a teaspoon, and you might even be able to get away with less than that. Okay, so play around with it, but I'm going to take about a half a teaspoon, not much. There's a lot of treatments in this little jar, and I'm just going to put it in the little dish, and then I say on the directions to add a half a teaspoon of water. That's great. I like to use reverse osmosis, but today I realized, hey, I have some aloe vera juice in the fridge, organic. I'm going to mix the two. And the reason I'm going to mix the two, honestly, is that this aloe vera is really cold. It's just out of the fridge, and I didn't want to freeze to death. So I'm going to mix that. That's about, and put a little bit. I just boiled some water, so get it nice and warm, and stick it in there so I'm not shock my face when I put it on. And then we just want to stir it up. It's like a light gruel. It doesn't have any smell. It's very light. And like I say, you don't need much. It just looks like a very, I call it face food, and you put it on like kind of like a mask, but it's very thin. And like I say, I call it like a gruel. And I just grabbed a couple of my paint brushes. It's really, why spend a fortune on, makeup brushes when you have some very nice paint brushes, right? So sable hair and all that. Anyways, you just want to put it on. Now, if I was at home, I would have probably, washed my face first. But what the heck? I didn't think about it. But I'm just putting it on my face. It's very light. putting it on my neck. And it doesn't have to be perfect, right? I can't even really see what I'm doing, you guys, but I know it's on there. It's very light. And I have a little tiny bit left. I'm going to just smear it all. That's really a perfect amount. I could have even done just a smidge less, but you'll learn to play with it. This is $12 here in the shop. It really is not going to have an expiration because you make it up as you need, which is great. It's a dry powder. Okay, that looks pretty good. And I'm just going to keep that on. Now, some people report, and I had the same experience, the first time you use the tremella mushroom face food, it might feel a little itchy. And I think that's the tremella mushroom just acting on your skin. And it only happened to me the first time, and then it just magically went away. And so if that happens to you, you want to keep this on like 5 to 10 minutes. But that first time, if you're having that that reaction, just keep it on, try to keep it on 5 minutes and then just wash it off. But that's all you do. You just keep it on about 5-10 minutes. I like to put it on while I'm in the tub. I mix it up and I'm in the tub, and then I'll put it on and just relax. Any way you want to do it. And what does this face food do? Let me tell you, I haven't honestly figured it out yet. But what I know is my face looks better, it looks brighter, it feels good. And like I say, I tend to go in cycles where I'll use it 4 or 5 times in a row and then forget about it. It's just an elusive product, but it's wonderful. And I need to remember to use it more often. And I'm glad it's back online here. I'm very excited. So I know many of you use it, and if you want to share your experiences, please do. So that's that. This is a new product. It's called the Sleep Buddy. Yay. So let me tell you about this. So my friend Solomon, who used to go to school down the street, he discovered me when I first opened. He was 15 years old, and he'd be like, "Can I work for you?" And I'm like, "Well, we can, I can't really hire anybody right now. We don't have any customers. I'm just working on things." But he would come in after school, and we would invent and create. And he's just a genius of a kid, as many of our children here, around the world, but especially in Canton, Ohio, they're just such old souls. So anyway, Solomon came by. I don't think I'd seen him in about a year, it seemed like, but he just turned 21 now. And I'm just so proud of the person that he's turning out to be. But he was sitting here and he said, I think he was looking at the plushies that we have here. That's that stuffed animal project. But he was like, I think you should make one and stuff it with herbs. And I'm like, Solomon, you're a gosh darn genius. Yes. I said, I get it. I have an idea. So he's definitely always planting these wonderful seeds. So I was crocheting back then, and I was making, actually, let me grab over here, I was making these little lavender sachets. So I was on this crocheting kick, and one thing led to another. I went home, and for a couple of days, I was just fooling around with like that barrel concept crocheting, and but the idea that came to me was, these are little sleep buddies, mostly for kids is what I thought, but kids or adults. They're crocheted by me. and they're stuffed with organic lavender, hops, and chamomile. And they're so calming. They just, if you have a child and they're, just, having trouble sleeping or kind of whiny or whatever, or just anxious, you'll see how these sleep buddies really work. Now, I even made them if you want to hang them in a crib or on a bed, or they can just, snuggle with your little, your child, and just, they smell wonderful. Again, all organic lavender, hops, and chamomile. And adults can use them too. So these are called the Sleep Buddies. My goal today, I had them, was to finish up with the faces and everything I put on there, was to finish up at least 5 of them, which I did, so I can show you on my show. So they're in the shop. They're $12. Hey, just like the tremella mushroom, right? And Sleep Buddies. Yay. I'm so excited. Anyways, and last week I did my show on 2 new products, my Sacred Yoni Serum and my Sacred Yoni Spray. Yoni is an ancient Sanskrit word for divine feminine, but it can also refer to female genitalia, the womb, things like that. So anyways, I wanted to let you know, my alchemical beauties, I have samples here waiting for you. So next time you're in, don't forget, if I forget, don't you forget and ask me for samples. And the spray we custom with the essential oil. Today I made a wonderful orange vanilla. I'm going to make one for myself now. I have a orange peppermint, but that orange vanilla was just so yummy. And the serum is unscented, but it's made with organic fruit oils, and the watermelon, apple, and especially the pomegranate have some very fruity scents. So I love this natural smell of the Sacred Yoni Serum. So anyways, here in the shop, waiting for my alchemical beauties. I'm just going to, I might just run home with this on my face, but as you can feel, it's been about 5 minutes, and I'm actually feeling like I should take it off now. So again, I just suggest paper towels in the bathroom and just wipe it off. That's it. Your skin will feel smoother and brighter. And now, as we know, towels harbor a lot of bacteria, so we always like to have a roll of paper towels in our bathroom just for that. But I think I got it all off. But that you'll have your own experience. It's like I say, it's a product that's really hard to describe, but it really does some magic. And don't forget that you're magic too, you guys. You're totally magic. And I love you all, and I can't wait to see you. So until next time, I'll just say goodbye for now. All right. Thanks for being with me. Bye-bye.